What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of RSD Outdoors. This one's going to be for the beginners, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to spool up a bait caster. First off, if your spool is not empty, you're going to go ahead and unspool all the line. I've already got this one empty, so I'm going to start by threading the line through the guys in the rod. You guys will be able to skip that last step if you're using a line spooling tool, which Berkeley makes one, and they got a few other off-brands. You got pointed down too much. I'd rather be on me. All right, I got to scoot back. So now you're going to begin by inserting the line into the eye of the reel, and then bringing it down. This reel, along with a lot of the newer ones, you can actually take your line and stick it into one of the holes, which I'm about to show you, and you usually have to go around the back side and then kind of finagle your line around into a knot, but on this one you can actually stick it into one of these holes, and then you'll be able to just do one turn of the reel, which I'm about to show you, and that'll give you the line. It'll bring it around for you. So it's already into one of the holes, and I just hit one turn, and that brings it around, and now I can just tie this end over. What I'm actually going to do, a lot of you guys use fluorocarbon line, and that stuff is usually about $20 per pack. So what I'm doing is putting on some cheap mono, or some people prefer braid, and that'll save you guys some money and some line. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to tie one overhand knot just to get it tight, and then I'm going to get another one just to keep it in place. Then you just pull that snug and cut off your end. That don't have to be too tight, as long as you keep that. As long as that'll stay in place, you'll be fine with that knot, because you're not going to let the line get all the way that low. Alright, so that's how your finished product to look. You want to try and get that knot and the tag end as small as possible, so that way you don't have a big clump of line covering up, or a big bulk in your line once you finish up. But you want to just start off, just turn that just a few times, hold it a little bit of tension with your thumb and your index finger, and then it'll start to go just like that. And you want to hopefully get that as level on each end as possible. Now I'm going to show you guys another quick trick what to do with your line to avoid it running around all around the room. Just stick the line back in the box that it came in, and then that way it'll hold tension and it's not going everywhere. You can also have somebody hold it with a pencil. Just stick the pencil through this end, and they can just hold the pencil, and that'll keep it going pretty smooth too. I'll just sit that on the floor. I'll show you guys how the line fills up. I'm getting stuck on everything today. But just hold it tension, so that way the line goes on nice and smooth, and then just go to town. I'm going to fill this up probably about half full before I go ahead and put on, like I said, usually fluorocarbon, or it'd be the same thing with braid. Alright, from there you're going to go ahead and cut off the backup line, and I'm going to show you guys a quick knot to tie to connect your two lines. You don't have to do this, like I said. You can do one main line, but like I said, it does save you some money in the long run to use that backing. So hopefully you guys can see this. Well, you're going to start off with the two ends, and you're going to just lay them on top of each other, and then you're just going to take one of them and wrap it around the other one about 6 times. Keep the, it's going to form a loop, so keep that loop in one hand while you tie it with the other end. So I'm going to take it and just wrap this in about 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If it's thinner line, you can get away with a few more wraps, but this is 14 and 12 pound line, so I don't want a big bulky knot in my line like I was saying, so I'm going to stop there. You're just going to take that and insert it into that hole, let that sit and just hold it, and then do the same thing with the other side. If I can grab it. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then just bring that through that hole that you've created. And usually I try to have these ends going in 2 different directions. And once you get that, you just pull the 2 in different directions and pull that knot. Well, actually, the easiest way is just to hold the 2 tag ends and then pull the other 2 together like that. If it don't come all the way together, some people wet it. I usually don't, but so as you pull that together, it'll just tighten up like that, and that's it. That'll be nice and neat, and it'll go through your eyes and guides of your rod. I just pull it as tight as I can, that way it gets as small as possible. And then you just cut your tag ends off. So that's how that'll look. And then you'll just wind it in, and I'll show you how full to fill up the spool. Make sure you're keeping that tension so that way the line gets nice and smooth on the reel. So if it ain't a bike, it's a plant. Oh, one other quick tip, guys. Let me show you this. It's usually a good idea to get you some line conditioner and spray it, especially on that mono, because it's not going to get used much. But I'll usually use this about halfway through and get 1 or 2 sprays, and then turn the reel and get it on the other side, and that way all your lines nice and conditioned for when you do go out to use it. It's not real stiff from the spool, but it goes ahead and takes the memory of your spool instead of the real spool instead of the line spool. And then I'll just continue to go ahead and get it on there. And that's just about where you want it. Don't overfill it where it's over the line. A lot of reels have a line right there to tell you where to stop filling it up. But mostly you don't want to put too little line because it won't get the casting distance. But you don't want to overfill it because it won't. You won't get good casts that'll like backlash on you a whole lot more often. But that's pretty much it. Just tie it off and tie your bait on, and it's that easy. Hopefully you guys like this video. I have another one coming up. A guy sent me some, one of my subscribers sent me some lures to try out. I'll hopefully try and get out and show you guys those this weekend. And I appreciate the support as always. Please like and subscribe to the video. Leave me any questions or comments you got. Tight lines.